From time to time, it may be necessary for a server architect to gather intel of what server components may exist within a server platform. SEC provides a mechanism where downstream compute agents are in constant communication with the BMC to harvest rich metadata from monitored hosts. Let's see how a server architect can gather such intel. We can go ahead and click on, let's for an example, click on 5.11. So let's go ahead and look for 5.11 here in the search criteria. We simply can put in 5.11, and what it will do is find that information in the tree view. We can then go ahead and click on that, and it will provide us with the metadata that we're trying to look at, such as the serial number, the form factor, the manufacturer, the BIOS version, BMC version. Lots of very interesting metadata that can be provided here. If you see in the top here, it provides a carousel view of what is at the 20,000 foot view of what's inside this server, whether we have local GPUs, attached FPGAs, the current standing of the health rollup, memory, slot size. All of these attributes are available for this particular server. And then if you notice on the top here, we have all the lifecycle buttons again, specific to this server we can perform. So if you're looking at this particular server and you want to perform some lifecycle management tasks, then you can go ahead and do so within this screen. And let's look at a little bit more detailed or granular information of what intel or components are inside this server. So by clicking on the navigation view, we open up a pane here on the left-hand side to really drill down and look at the processor itself. We have this is a two-socket CPU. It's a big twin with CPU 1 and CPU 2. It's got 16 cores for a total of 32 cores. And we have also showing you the health rollup of this particular server. We can also look at memory utilization based on NUMA regions. So the memory here is in the first NUMA region. If we want to look at the second NUMA region, we simply go ahead and change the CPU to look at the second NUMA region. We provide local storage, remote storage. We can also look at adapter NIC information to show you that this is an onboard LAN or an AIOM or SEIOM card that's inside this server itself. And then we also have the ability to manipulate the FRU and the DMI. So you can simply come in here and basically edit it and make any change to any of these field attributes of the FRU and go ahead and save it. Or you can actually make or manipulate the DMI itself too as well. Now, I want to also mention here that a reminder that anytime you make changes to the DMI, it requires a system reboot. So if you have a system that's already been allocated or composed, we actually put in place compliance and governance so that these will be grayed out if a node has been composed or an operating system deployed. So that is sort of one of those things that it's not a gotcha where we actually reboot the server when there's already workloads that are basically running on it. So we also do a similar compliance and governance here if a system has already been allocated or composed. Some of these particular buttons will be grayed out to allow the server architect not to be able to execute or complete that particular task.